My name is Mario Otto Quinn.
My name is Arnoldo Vargas.
I'm an artist, muralist, graffiti stylist.
And I've been affiliated with Slanguage Studio for quite some time now.
So Slanguage has always been a kind of space for us that has been a platform, or I like to call it like a kind of vehicle, a vehicle for us to get from a point A to a point B.
We started in 2002. It was essentially just a space for us to work in. And then the second year, we just opened up the space to the public, to the kids, started showing up.
Kids are anywhere from like 6 years old to like 100 in this context. Like there's one boy, his name is Theo Veliz, and that kid's already collecting art, and he's like 9 years old. And he saves all his money in a little piggy bank. One time we had a show here of this young graffiti artist guy, and little Theo came in and he saw the painting, and he came and said, "Hey Mario, come here. He's like, "How much is this painting?" And I was like, "Well, I have to look at the list, you know." And then I went and got the list, and I'm like, "Oh, it's $250." And he's like, "I'll give you 200. One of the things that we're really kind of, I guess, embody is this idea that we're not coming from as a kind of outside missionary group to like save the children. Like, this is my community. This is where I grew up. I'm interested in an internal building of leadership from the kids and the people here. I remember they would come, like I would be in here working, and they would knock on the window, "Mario, what are you doing in there? Karla, what are you doing in there? What are you guys up to?" And they would come in and they would say, "Oh, well, we want to paint or draw." And I would be like, "Oh, here's paper, go to that corner." "Oh, I want to airbrush. Well, here's my old compressor, go to that corner." And they started kind of developing what kind of happened here. Like, "Oh, we want to bring in our DJ system." Like, "Okay, yeah, Wednesday night, bring in your DJ system." So it kind of became like a space here that was like a de facto school of sorts. Musical events were kind of the first things that we were doing here, and exhibitions.
Dinner, sometimes we have conversations.
Workshops.
Improvisational poetry readings, improvisational MCs.
Discussions.
We were sponsoring a breakdancing crew.
For the most part too, the most important thing that we do is allow people to kind of just be here.
Ladies and gentlemen, have you heard the 3 2 special spread the word?
Duck, butt, star, rat, style, lay, laugh, pal, cool, loo.
Slanguage, in a lot of sense, has been focused a lot about mentorship. And I think it's because of who we are that's part of it.
There was nothing here in Wilmington. There were no cultural centers per se that were creating art. There were different kind of teen programs and stuff like that, but they were more like gang prevention and things like this. There was no kind of, weirdo art kid spot. When people say, "Oh, we're working with kids to keep them out of trouble," and I'm like, dude, that's not to keep them out of trouble. It's to keep me out of trouble. Like, I need my place too. I'm not a social worker. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not all those things. What I am is an artist. I'm trained as an artist, and the tools that I have as an artist, I can engage people with, and we can engage people with. But if Karla and I, with the skill sets that our mentors gave us, and through the art educations and the educations that we have, we're able to accomplish the things that we were able to accomplish. Like, I'm really interested in seeing what these kids are going to be able to accomplish. And these kids are brilliant.